Hello, I'm Eric, and welcome to my madness. I have here today some Star of the Guardians. This is an old collectible card game dating back to the early days of Magic and 1996, 97-ish. Star Trek, the Next Generation, Star Wars card game, all came out around the same time. So these I just picked up recently for a pretty decent, cheap price, and gonna open them up, see what I get. Now, from what I can tell from the what's available here, there were only a little under 300 cards that they made for this game. Uh, it consists of 100 commons, 100 uncommons, 50 rares, 25 fixed cards, which you can only get in starter decks, and 10 foundation cards, which you can only get in booster packs. So I got four boxes, two starters, two boosters. Running the numbers, there's a decent chance I should be able to get two complete sets out of this. I'll get um, just shy of 150 cards, and the rare cards, there's 50 of them. So with luck, I'll get two complete sets. There's a really good chance I'll get one, but with these old card games, you know how it goes. They sometimes don't have the best card distribution. So I might get 8 copies of some rares and no copies of others and not get my complete set. So what I'm going to end up doing is I'll be repositioning my camera that I have up top here to be closer down so that when I go through the cards, it will be easier to see. So what I'm going to do is switch over to this and pause it briefly, and then I'll continue on. Okay, I am back, and as you can see, this is considerably closer. I have a box of 12 starters. Now this game is based on a novel series by Margaret Weiss called Star of the Guardians. I honestly never read the novel itself, or any of the novels, I should say, because it's a whole series. And only only briefly collected this game back in the day. I bought a starter and a couple of boosters, maybe. But I found these on Mercari fairly cheap. So I figure, what the heck? I like these old collectible card games. I like the artwork and the whole collecting card aspect. So I wanted to go ahead and grab these and check the game out, check the artwork out. So there's the back of the card, whole explanation on the basics of the universe. In here, I'm mostly worried about the very rare, or yeah, very rares, the rares, I should say, because I should get more than enough of everything else. It's the rares that are going to be an issue. So I think those are the rares, those three. I'm going to take a very brief look in my card list here. Let's see, personality, King Dion Starfire. I'm sure that one is rare. Yep. Uh, Artifact Democrat People. That one is. And Special System Lascar is also a rare. So those are the three rares. From the previous starter that I opened, I had three other rares. Now, every starter that comes with standard systems. This is a special system. As you can see, it offers, I believe that's influence, and I'm not sure what the other point is off the top of my head. Pretty sure it says in the rule book here. So what the heck, I'll look it up real quick, because I know there's a pointer on the first page I remember seeing. It's influence and personality points. This game basically has just the 2 points for powering all the cards. There's a cost in the upper right hand corner. I'm not sure if that's the play cost, I'm assuming. So, light cruisers, crew, escort carrier. I'm assuming I'm going to see a lot of the same. These ship designs, they're not horrible, but they're not great. And they're very repetitive in a way. Like they used basically the same basic design and expanded out. Now, some of the artwork is great, classic sci-fi style artwork. Looks like something out of the 50s or 60s or 70s. There's a lot of decent artwork on the cards themselves. It's just the ship design. There's another type of design. This almost looks like a chain link fence pattern. Oh, that one has a printing error on it. Thankfully, not one of the very rares. Tactics, shield rotation. And there's another one of the chain link fence type ships. See, one of the issues I have with the ship design is that they're all top down like this. And it spaceships just look so much better when you got them at all sorts of different angles. Top down would be okay for some, but this looks more appropriate to a board game than it does to a card game. And then every starter deck has 15 of these systems. These are the fixed cards, they call them. There are 25 total different systems, and of those 25, you get 15 in a deck. Okay, just adjusted the focus a little. I think it'll show the cards better when I have it in my hand. But you get 15 of these in a deck. There's 25 total. So in 2 or 3 starters, you should get most or all of them. They're not that rare at all. They are some pretty decent pieces by some well-known artists. Alan Gutierrez he did artwork for a lot of different sci-fi. Galactic Empires, I know he did, but he's a well-known sci-fi artist that's done a lot of pieces. So there's a duplicate of the Cloud City one that I already had. Not surprised to see duplicates here. So I'm going to basically, for most of these starters, I'll probably just go through and grab out the very rares from them. When I go over to the Warlord Rickleth. Huh. That looks like something that should be a rare, but I'm guessing it's an uncommon. All of the warlords, it looks like, are uncommon. Huh. Cool. Bombing Blitz. That looks like something out of Star Wars almost. So, like I said, my main concern, I'm going to try to get all the very rares out. I keep calling them very rares. There's only rares. Galactic Empire's game I really like, and I just did a bunch of box openings. They have rares and very rares, so I keep thinking very rares. Okay, so when opened properly, it's the last three cards that are the very rares, usually. Okay, so that's not going to be a rare. It'll be these three right here, I'm sure. Danger Alert, Ship of Fools, Underground Facilities. That one I don't think is a rare. So let's see. Yeah, Underground Facilities is an uncommon. So Hull Breach is, I'm pretty sure, an uncommon. Yeah. So I'm not sure what the other rare is. Warlord is an uncommon. So either I got gypped a rare or something else is going on. So take a quick look through the cards. Fighting Withdrawal, Jump Shift. A lot of the same cards, probably all the common ones, of course. And Minefield Strike, that's got the same printing damage as the other one. That looks like a smashed blanket on the press. Something got on there. So here's hoping I get at least one that's not misprinted, but if I don't, I don't. There's the 15 systems. It's going to be mostly the same, of course, because there's only 25 total. So you got a card list I'm looking at on the side here. Wondering if that there is another rare. I don't see it, so maybe I just got gypped in that one. It happens. And having said the word, I guess you're not supposed to say gypped anymore. That is considered a bit of a racial slur. So let's see. Special system, aerial bombardment, special system. So those will all be rares. So this one has three rares. Laser Dazzler. Minefield Strength with printing error again. Highland Torpedoes. turbo drive. That's not bad looking. Got our systems. I think that one's new. And that one. I think these are the uncommons. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11. There's 13 uncommons normally. No, 12 uncommons, I think. It's 30 commons, 15 systems. That's 45 cards, 12 uncommons, and 3 rares is what's supposed to be in a box. And a rule book. So when I'm all done opening these, I'll be going through to sort them all out, see if I actually got everything or not. The basics of gameplay for this, from what I understand with my quick looking over of the rule book, is it's a spaceship combat system where I think I have all 3 of these. You get all these ships and they line up. There's 5 lanes where they line up and fight each other one by one. So these are all the commons. So a lot of repeats over and over. Black hole though, I don't think I've seen that one. That one's interesting looking. Now we have our systems. And then the uncommons, which are upside down. Guessing some of the better ships. Interesting effects. There we go. Ship crash, Adonia, Lord Derek Sagan. I'm just going to set all the commons aside. We've probably seen most of them at this point. Same thing with the systems. DeLuna, Tactical Reserve, Spinal Mount Mason Cannon, Legendary Battery Commander, Dirk Fighters, Weapon Conduit, Frey Class, Warlord Shagroth, Presidential Seal, and Glitziad Campaign. Fun, we'll be going through them all later to try to sort it all out. It does have several different card types. Probably be sorting them by card type first. I'm guessing will be the easiest. With luck, I'll get a complete set out of the first 2 boxes. If not, I'll be fishing out of the second two boxes. If that happens, hopefully I'll get two complete sets and I'll sell one off as a complete set. Otherwise, I don't know what I'll do. Shield booster. I don't think I've seen that one before. Hippogriff class, Heimdall class. They did at least try to make each of the types of ships like unique, even if there's a lot of similarities within the types. Dark matter creatures. Warlord Bracel, Caracol, Scorpio Africanus class. Poseidon class. Minefield, Galeris class, Dirk Fighters, Scramble, Planetary Defenses, Plasma Web, Ramming Shields, and the three rares. We have Rebuild and Overhaul Facility, Legendary Captain, and Solgarth, Special System. And our large mix of commons, most of which, if not all of which, I've seen at this point. And the systems. Alan Gutierrez really did some good artwork. Space and fantasy stuff. Assassination, Orbital Gun Platform, Argamuria, Tiberius class, Vesta class, Neptune class, Augustus class, Planetary Base. Now this one looks like completely unlike most of the other artwork in the game. Bribe, Warlord Fanzib, Legendary Executive Officer, and then the three rares. Aerial Bombardment, Special System Vangelis, and Ship's Cat. Well, every ship's got to have a ship's cat, right? That makes sense to me. All of our commons, Shield Booster. Same style as that other one I saw that was different. I was just looking at that snake one. There's these white things on it. I don't know if that's damage control, I'm guessing. Something special for that card I hadn't noticed. And our systems. Listening Post, Dark Matter Creatures, Warlord, Curl, Scorpio Africanus, Poseidon, Galerius, Dirk Fighters, Scramble, Planetary Defenses, Plasma Web, Ramming Shield, Rebuild and Overhaul Facility, Legendary Captain, and Solgarth. all the commons, all the systems, and a piece of miscut card. Huh. Interesting. Hopefully that piece is completely from the edge and nothing to worry about. Jump to hyperspace. Legendary Squadron Maintenance Officer. Ghost Ship. Minerva class. Dirk Fighters. Weapon Conduit. Vulcan class. Reconnaissance Mission. Harmonic Shield Disruptor. Dagger Fighter. Deep Penetrator. Regroup. And then we have the Capital of the Democracy. Sacred Blade. And Field Promotion. Commons and uncommons are pretty mixed at this point. I wasn't really keeping them separate. I kind of wish I had now, but it won't really matter that much. The rares I am trying to keep separate. Legendary bots. Legendary gunner. Asteroid field. I think that one I hadn't seen before, but these I'm fully expecting to get a dozen or more copies of all of the systems between everything. Vertical launch thrusters, listening post, dark matter creatures, warlord Brissel, Caracarol, Scorpio Africanus, weapon conduit, Frey class, warlord Shagarth, presidential seal, Glypsiad campaign, Haydun class, Garth Pantha, Mescopolis, and cult following. Cool. Those three I hadn't seen at all, so only got a couple more starters from this box, then I'll be moving on to the boosters, I guess. Again, tons and tons of commons, followed by all the systems. Legendary battery commander, vertical launch thrusters, listening post, dark matter, warlord. This is very similar cards to the last one and to at least one of the other uncommon strings I had. Or Derek Sagan, I think I have one of him. Ship Crash, I don't think I have. And Lascar, I have at least one. It's looking like I'm going to be going into that second box hoping to get all of the rares I need, because I am going to fall short getting 2 copies of so many. Okay, all of the commons, Boffin turrets, squadron battle damage, heavy cruiser. That one looks unusual. So does that one. And that one. Of course, I haven't been looking through all of the systems very closely. There's 2 of them in this set, 2 of them in this set, and 2 of them. So, repeats in the systems. We have an Odin Dreadnought, a Neptune Light Carrier, Augustus Light Carrier, Planetary Base, Bribe, Warlord Fanzib, Tactical Surprise, Wotan Class, Warlord Ricklith, Damage Repair, Dragon Class, Radiation Leak, Artifact Scepter of the Goddess, Personality, Raoul the Little One, Raoul, and Fate, Crisis in Command. So those three were new. Alrighty, on to the booster packs. Now the booster packs, there's actually going to be fewer cards than the starters overall. I'm going to briefly pause things so I can clean it up. Alrighty, so cleaned up the mess I had just made. Going to be cutting these open by scissor. So what I'm going to do is pause this again in a second here. And then I'll come back when I have all the booster packs cut open so I can just jump through the cards. Alrighty, so I'm almost done. Just got a couple packs to go. Now the reason why I'm cutting these open like this is because I like to save the booster packs at this point. And I'll fill them with like a cardboard insert or something to put in in the display box, just so I can put the boosters and starters, the empties, on display to keep. But I want the cards. I'm ultimately a card collector. These things are like sticking to my hand, so I'm having trouble picking them up and throwing them away. Ooh, there it is. Okay. Except for the piece that just came back and refuses to go. So, okay, PowerPoints. This is one of the foundation cards, they call it. Every booster has one of these, and then the top card here, special system, looks like the rare. So let me look that up real quick. Let's see, Canis Prime. Yep, that's the rare. So then we have commons and uncommons. I'm not sure what the mix is. Looks like those are the commons, then there's three uncommons. So we have Home Defense Fighters, Fleet Support Ship, Zeus Class, and Hyperspace Radio Taunt is my uncommons. So this one, there's 5 space lanes marked A, B, C, D, and E. So there's 5 of those. Artifact Star Jewel, that's my rare. And these are all the commons and 3 uncommons. Warlord Fanzib, Bribe, and Planetary Base. So, got another PowerPoints. Modifier, Rebuilding Overhaul Station. Rebuild and Overhaul Station. Oh, Minefield Strength. Reasonably sure that was the one that I had several damaged ones of in the starter, so did get at least one clean one. Hyperspace Radio Taunt, Torpedo Bay Explosion, Stiletto Bomber. So what I'll probably do is once I get through all of these, I will Admiral X. I will sort them out, count them up, and do a quick breakdown and decide if I'm going to want or need to open more packs. I probably will not open more packs if I don't have to. I'd rather just try to sell them, maybe bundle some starters and boosters together and just sell them on eBay or something. Or I will. I don't know. Depends on what I get though, because so far there are some stuff I've been getting a lot of. I want to get at least one complete set. So let's see. That's all the commons. Minesweeper gear. I don't think I'd seen that one before. Last ditch defense. And we have Light Carrier, Dreadnought Odin class, and Warlord Murphy. Getting all the B's here. Solar flares. Plasma web. I think I'd seen that one before. Planetary defenses and scramble are the three uncommons. I am getting some different rares at least. Let's see if I grab from a different pile, if I'll get a different, yep, got an E there. Cult following though, I have one of them. All the commons. Hyper missile, mass fire, and armored marine landing. Warlord's home system. So there's 3 foundation Warlord home systems. Not sure if you're only allowed a certain number of those or not. The Capital of Democracy by Alan Gutierrez. But I have that one already. Stiletto Bomber, Legendary Engineer, and Planetary Survey. I have a feeling I'm going to be chasing some cards. Just feels that way. Warlord's home system. This is the same as the other one I just got. Military Academy. I don't think I've seen that rare before. There's all my commons. And Smart Torpedoes, Recalled to Base, and Bombing Blitz on commons. Warlord's home system. Lord Derek Sagan. I think I have a couple of him. Bombing Blitz, Septimus Severus class, Investa class. There's the D. Scepter of the Goddess. I think I have one of these. Actually, I know I have one of those. Torpedo bomb explosion, stiletto bombers, and squadron automated launch catapults. Not so worried about the uncommons, although I'd like to see some different ones come up there. Artifact, Sacred Blade, have one of them. Scramble, Dark Fighter, I don't think I've seen that one yet. And Galeris class, I'm not sure about that one. Warlord's home system, so this is different than the other couple that I just got. Legendary Captain, I've got a couple of him. So, yeah, definitely looking like I'm going to be chasing the rares and maybe even the uncommons. Artifact Heist, Warlord Bane, and Tier class. We'll see, we'll see. There's a B. Artifact Space Rotation Bomb. Force all players to lose half of all ships, systems, and personalities. Round up. Discard bomb and jewel. So I guess you have to put the star jewel in the rotation bomb and boom. There's Warlord Rycliffe, Wotan class, and Tactical Surprise. Warlord's home system. This is the same as the second one, so I still have one more I need, and another rotation bomb. And then Septimus Severus class, Vesta class, Scovia class. I guess those are the uncommons, huh? Legendary Intelligence Officer seems like he'd be an uncommon, though. Unless they mix things up. They might have. I'll find out as I go through. Now, one thing I'm going to point out, I have the booster box here. They actually put styrofoam in the bottom of the booster box to make the booster box feel more full, and probably to space it out enough so that it was as square as the starter box was. Found that mildly amusing. Artifact Blood Sword. Tractor Beam. Vertical Launch Thrusters. Legendary Battery Commander. And Spinal Mount Mason Cannon. Warlord's home system again, same one. Claymore Bombers. I don't think I've seen that one. Well, that would be because that's the rare. Duh. And the three uncommons. Tiberius class and Rugar. There's E. Special System Mescopolis. I think I have that one. Smart Torpedoes. Recalled to Base. And Bombing Blitz. E and Hell's Outpost. I haven't gotten that one yet, so that's nice. And Legendary Squadron Maintenance, Dude, Jump to Hyperspace, and Balder class. Special Sism Slalgroth. I got at least 2 of those. Balder class, Home Defense Fighters, and Zeus class. So yeah, I definitely feel like I'm going to be continuing to open starters and boosters looking for last few cards. Warlord's home system. This one is different than the other two, so this is the third one. That's nice. Social Malaise. That's one I haven't gotten yet. Micro Jump. I'm sure I've seen that one before. Codes Broken. Torpedo Gunboat. And Ripple Fire. I think all 3 of those I haven't seen before. Those are uncommons too, so. See, I don't think I've gotten one of them yet. Flambear's Bombers. That's the rare that I just got that I was confused about. Pulse Cannon Turret. I think that one's a common, but I don't recognize that. But I was kind of blowing through the commons earlier, so. Legendary Squadron Leader, Task Force Carrier, and Fleet Protector. Jorid class? I have no idea how to pronounce that. E. rebuild and overhaul facility. I have that one at least once, maybe twice. Warlord Shagrath, Frey class, and weapon conduit, plus all my commons. There's another E personality. I have that one twice, I think. So yeah, distribution looks like it's going to be an issue here. Space Fungus, Iden class Fleet Defender, and Glitziad campaign. There's an A, Military Academy. I have that one already. Dirk Fighters, Minerva class, and Ghost Ship. No, I think I have seen Ghost Ship before, so. There's an A, and I have her, Garth Pantha. Engine failure. I don't know if I've seen that one, but probably have. So then we have Bribe, Planetary Base, and Augustus class. I've seen all three of those. So there's a C. The Mark of Cowardice. I don't think I've had that one before. I count 4 here that are upside down, where I've only been getting 3. Basilisk class, Dirk Fighters, Galeris class, and Space Fungus. So, PowerPoints, Snaga Ohm, I have that one. Tactical Reverse, Warlord Diluna, and Pilot Error. I have all 3 of those. D, Salvage Base. I don't know if I've gotten that one yet. Fleet Defender, Iden class, Glitziad campaign, and the Presidential Seal. Oh, there's A. Ship Crash. I don't know if I got that one or not. The picture looks familiar, though. Scovia Fighter Bombers, Remus class, and Legendary Executive Officer. I think that one I haven't seen before. Raoul and the Little One, have that one. Modifier, Nebula, Prayer, and Mark 26 Smart Bomb. So I think those were all new. It's going to be interesting seeing the breakdown. I have a feeling I've got some holes, though. I'm going to have some holes. Sequence of Play. I haven't gotten that one yet. Field Promotion. I had one of them. Missile Cruiser, Wild Weasel Pod, and Propaganda Campaign. I think that one's new. Your planet needs you. All ships and fleet defend at +1. Sequence of Play. Okay, now I had her, but the one I had of her was from the sets that I bought 20 years ago, and she got stepped on or something because she was folded in half both ways. Torpedo Bay Explosions, Stiletto Bombers, and Squadron Automated Launch Catapults. Another sequence of play. Special System Adonia. And let's see. Automated launch catapults, smart torpedoes, and recalled to base. Crisis in Command, I have that one. We have Home Defense Fighters, Zeus class, and Hyperspace Radio Taunt. Royal Dispute. Don't think I had that one. Ramming Shields, Plasma Web, and Planetary Defenses. And that does it. That's the end of my 36 booster packs and 12 starters. And I am guessing I am short with the number of duplicates I had. So we'll be seeing. I'll have to do some sorting. For the moment, I'm going to wrap this up. I might come back with a little bit more, either chasing a few cards or just open up everything else I have, because you got to do what you got to do to get the cards you want. See you on the flip side.